guys, guess what time it is?
It's time for small potatoes.
Where we give you a naughty tease of our latest Patreon episode.
Be sure to subscribe. Links are in the description. Well, the one
Life on
piece
the front line.
we didn't answer of this question, and I think it's the
Mm,
most interesting part,
mm,
is do we need to bring or do we need to use protection? And if so, do we have to provide it?
right. I
I
forgot.
know you have some
What
thoughts
are
on
your
that.
what are your thoughts on
Well,
that one?
no, you don't need to bring it. And no, you don't need to use it. We have no rules based around your play. Our muses are not going to participate in full service. We also do not supply protection. I assume most husband and wives don't use protection, but to each their own. You can
Yep.
do all the things. We have no boundaries or standards about what you two can participate in with each other. In fact, our muses love being, the pair of eyes watching you too. So if you want to bareback anal, like that is your prerogative, and we have no say in that.
No, I'd want to be the girl riding his face while he's nailing you. Just sign me the hell up for that. Because again, we have so many mirrors in the rooms
Yeah.
that the angles and the views that you would catch literally from three different perspectives in what, five or six different mirrors.
Yeah.
Endless visual candy right there. It is like live porno happening in real time in front of you. And that is some hotness. But I
Hmm.
think for some couples, it might be weird to kind of picture what we're saying. And I think our rooms are set up in a way that once you walk in and you see the facilities, you'll be like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, this all makes sense. But for our viewers and our listeners right now, I think we should run through kind of like what
Okay.
actually happens, like how and what the fuck. Riley, what happens when I walk in the door? Like, walk me through this because I'm nervous.
I think and I mean, this goes for any client that comes into Muse. You're going to be greeted by our management team. If you have an appointment, they will try to get you right into your room. I think with a couple, like we mentioned at the beginning of the conversation, she's going to give you the opportunity, if you'd like to have a brief conversation with your Muse of choice, which I think is really important. We've already touched on
Mhm.
this, so do it, please. I encourage it. Um,
Yeah,
and then you're going to pay for your session up front. So again, there's no hidden fees or extra charges. I mean, you can always tip your muse. That's always
for
welcome.
sure.
But you are paid for up front and you guys are left alone. I'm going to suggest probably longer than a normal individual client, just to kind of give you that kind of warm up, foreplay, long shower. Just it's couples are an experience. I think
Yeah.
every session is an experience, but couples more so. So to really let you kind of dive into that experience before your muse comes in to join you.
Oh, just that part again. I want to be a fly on the wall of that shower because, like, the
Mhm.
conversation. Like, imagine you're in a foreign country, nobody knows who Riley is, and you're with your man, and you're in this situation where you know in the next 7 minutes your life's about to sexually change. The talk, the like water cooler talk in that shower when you're like, honey. Oh my God. Like, did you like her? Did you see her ass? Like, the conversation must be so wild at that point and still full of like jittery little nerves and like, what the fuck's gonna happen? And I can't believe we're doing this. And like all of those like coupley moments that's just
Yeah,
between y'all. So cute, so sexy.
yeah.
Again, in that atmosphere with the lighting and the music and the mood and like in the summertime it's a little cooler, but our rooms are like warm and welcoming in that regard.
Mhm.
So you're just every sensation and all of your five senses are prepped and primed based on our environment to be ready for the time of your life.
Yeah.
And then from there, there's even more possibilities because we have couples. I find there's a bit of a half and half happening lately. We have the half like just a regular inquiry. We were thinking about doing this. Let me know how it works. And
Mhm.
then we've got the people that come in for an occasion. And
Yeah.
I like that it's not so occasion focused exclusively now. It's kind of shifting. Couples are getting brazen out there, guys.
Mhm.
People are getting freaky and curious, and I think it's fucking awesome. But if you are doing a celebratory situation, that definitely puts a different spin on what's going to happen. If it's his
Mhm.
birthday, we clearly want to make sure that he feels like the king,
Yeah.
even if that means that his only job is to be the cuck in the corner and watch what happens with two women and the wife set a
Mhm.
rule that you're not allowed to touch either of us, you're just going to enjoy this,
Yeah.
then that's what will happen. And so there's so many possibilities. And in our massage rooms, we've really set up between, we do have a small stool for people to like sit on if they need it. It could be a cuck chair if required, but we also
Mhm.
have those S lounge chairs, these big leather curved. If anyone's seen them, I think they even sell them on like Wayfair and stuff now.
Yeah.
Back when we found them, what, 12 years ago, we found them in a sex club. They were not made for commercial markets. But we knew immediately that is a must
Yeah.
need for our spa and makes it very original and unique. So to sit him on one of those while you two ladies are on the table, and that might start with a very even technical massage. It may be very
Mhm.
spa-like, where let's unwind for the first 5 minutes, right?
Right.
And they're chit-chatting and whatever, and he's just like watching all the things as the wife gets felt up by this babe and look at her ass with the oil and the curves and the boobs, and they're flirting and they're giggling and oh, all the exciting things. Maybe there's a moment where you're like, honey, it's your turn, come in and join us, or something. Like it could be really like dynamic
Mhm.
play, power play. There's three people involved, so there's so much power dynamics that can happen. If it's her birthday and maybe she's the experienced one and not the nervous one.
Mm.
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
so.
Like it could really flip in so many different
Yeah.
directions. Maybe she's the one in the cuck chair for a little while. Or maybe it's all hands on deck and the muse is the first one being massaged. And so this
Right.
couple is kind of looking at each other and they're like, oh my God, we get to touch her like this? And oh my God, did you see that? And they'll be like pointing and talking and doing their little communication, how couples do through the mirror, a lot of mirror communication too. And so all these sensations, all these like curves and the oil always adds the sexiness to it. And then the views in the mirrors, it's like you're setting the stage for this glorious erotic experience about to happen. And you don't even have to stick to the massage table. You don't even have to have a massage if you don't want one. If you're like, we came for the foreplay and the fun, then that's what you came for.
Mhm.
Nobody needs to have a spa like moment. It's
Mhm.
totally fine. Maybe you love massages and maybe you're really nervous and that's all you want is I want the
Right.
muse and I want my husband massaging me. Just
Mhm.
enough to make it sexy, not enough to make it porno.
Mhm.
That's perfectly okay too, right? Like there's
Mhm.
so many different ways it can happen. And then we have the shower. Y'all can spend the whole session in the shower, all soapy and bubbly and slithering all over each other. And the steam is going, the hot water's pumping. We've got removable shower head things and body jet things and all this stuff. So you're even just your shower time could be great, or you can move the whole fun into the shower to make it wet and wild. So the options, Riley.
Right.
Again, I'd want to be the one who's like, what are y'all about to do to each other that I'm not allowed to do? Because I'm going to be like, watching the blowjob so fucking
Mhm.
close. Want to be the one making out with the wife in between and like oh I want to taste her off of him and like all the
I think
things are
that's
possible.
the best part about couples is it's so unpredictable. Anything can happen. I mean, my thought is I would love to be in a session where the wife wants to learn the skills of the muse. So it's more so the muse teaching her, this is what I do, this is how I body slide, this is how I use the milking table, and like getting her to do the session with you, where that's obviously very focused on him. So this is like his session or his birthday surprise. But I think, again, there's times where the muse might just be watching. It might be the woman watching the muse just give a session to the husband while
Yep,
she, just enjoys the views. It can go a million different ways. The point is, we are the place to explore all of this stuff, and you just have to
for sure.
communicate what you want, and we will make that happen. Like, hands down, it's happening. You
I
can
always picture
fantasize
it.
about it, come Muse.
You heard it here first, guys. I love it. I picture it all the time, and of course my brain goes to the dirtiest possibilities, but I
Yeah,
picture all three people on the table or four if there's the tandem session,
yeah.
and I just imagine him fucking his wife. Maybe at the same time she's eating some Muse pussy at the time, or someone's sitting on her face while she's getting nailed, and then you can make out with the guy. Now you're just a little tripod, just loving life. Like there's so many naughty, filthy things that can happen. And
Yeah.
being that close, maybe you're eating her pussy while she's getting fucked. Like there are so many things where you could get so close or break a rule. Do
Glad we're here on
things.
Patreon today.
I'm so glad we are because Lord bless the non-censorship. But really, it can be, I mean, it can be a porno. And who hasn't loved a threesome porno where
Yeah,
he's fucking one girl and the other girl's clit licking right while the dick is right there? Like,
yeah,
it's so sexy. It's so steamy. It's so hot. Just watching the positions people like or how people fuck or the noises they make and the words they use and how their demeanor will change as they kind of melt into the session. It just gets sexier every second that it continues. And, when we're trying to think of new sessions or come up with new ideas, I almost want to be a little reserved with the couples because there's so much that can happen. I don't
hmm
think we need to throw in 18 different things at them. They're
right,
busy already. They got a lot to do. And sure, bring a toy or buy one at the front shop in the foreplay boutique at the spa, or ask her to bring in some toys if she's not the one going to be fucking. Maybe she gets pegged
hmm
by the wife. Like there are so many options,
yeah,
so many different things that can happen. And I love that you brought up the milking tables. I would say let's also bring in prostate massage or fetish play. Like any of those pieces can be added in. And as long as it's not a really extensive, extravagant fetish, the price point will still be the same. And so you have free realm to kind of play and explore. And maybe it's something that you would never do as a married couple or as a dating couple or two fuck buddy friends in your personal life. Maybe it's something you only do at Muse. Maybe it's the only
right,
time pegging comes into play or the only time Dom sub stuff comes in or the only time you ever dare call him daddy. It just can
right,
go so many directions. And I'm never surprised when even couples come in with an alias already set for themselves because they're very privacy conscious. But today they're about to be Charlene and Steven. And who the fuck are they? Because they don't
right,
exist in the
yeah,
real world, right? But maybe they're the freakiest, naughtiest threesome lovers that ever lived when they come in
yeah.
and role play that in the session and at the spa. It's
I
just,
love it.
oh, no offense to you boys that come solo, but it's just so delicious. It's so naughty. I love it. And I
It
think the
really is
reason, sorry,
Emily's
I'm just going to touch
favorite
on one
part
more
of the
thought.
job.
I think the reason why a lot of couples are comfortable with it is because it's not necessarily taking the plunge into we're about to have an affair with a third or bring a
Right.
third and become a throuple or anything that's like overcommitted. It can really just be dipping a toe or it can
hmm
really be just what we do once a month on Sunday nights. Like it can be that exclusive that you limit some of that fun and naughtiness and be like, I don't know who Charlene and Steven even are the rest of the month. Like, never
Yeah.
heard of them.